So I'm Erin Bremner. I'm Jim Bremner's oldest daughter, not his wisest daughter. So thank you for welcoming me today on behalf of my family and in memory of my father, Jim Bremner. I am going to read from my notes because it's a lot easier to do that. So just to be clear, I am not here as a forestry expert. I'm here as a woodlot owner who has inherited a responsibility, and I'm still learning what that means. Is that all right? It sounds funny to me. Sorry. I may not have the same experience that my father had, but I understand the responsibility he carried and the care he put into this land. What matters now is that the stewardship continues in a way that reflects those same values, thoughtful, long-term, and grounded in respect for the land. So I'm really going to give you a little bit of a tour, just to show you what Castle Frederick is, and give you an idea of what it means to us as the Bremner family and the rest of our community. So Castle Frederick is located in Upper Falmouth. Make that distinction, not Windsor, Upper Falmouth. Very different. This land has been in our family for 8 generations, and my children are the 9th generation on the property. Okay, where am I pointing this? I'm just like doing this? That was the homestead. This was the farm, Castle Frederick.
It just went ahead a couple.
Okay, there we go. Somebody yell at me when you see myself and my sisters. I don't want to keep pressing it.
There you go.
All right. Oh, I didn't. Okay. There's a delay. It's all right. I'm used to technical problems. I'm one of 4 sisters. So Allison, Robin, Catherine, and me. And while we've each taken different paths, education, agriculture, environmental sciences, we all share a connection to the land and have a similar understanding of what it means to care for it. Like many family woodlots, this is a period of transition, but the values guiding it remain consistent. I feel like I should be pointing this at something. Just back here. Okay, I'm on the right one. That's great. Usually I have a laptop in front of me and I'm using my speaker. That's all right. Our family may trace its connection to Castle Frederick to 1763, but we acknowledge this special place lies within unceded Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and traditional territory of the Mi'kmaq. Our family story is only one chapter in a much longer relationship with this land. And understanding how long it takes for true stewardship to unfold reminds us how brief that 263 years has been. So it's not a long time when you think about it. This is what 40 years of forest stewardship looks like. I'm not going to look at that again. You can look at it. But can you imagine, like he was in his 40s. I'm older than that now. I'm in my 50s. I think he was probably like 42, 45-ish. Anyway, we call him Jim Daddy. That's what our friends call him. So for 40 years, my father managed the woodlot until he was 81. He and my mom, Frances, had already been farming for 20 years when they added a forestry company. I'm not sure if it was like a shared goal or it was something he wanted to do. She supported him no matter what. So. The land has always supported more than one purpose, and that's part of why it's so valuable today. what makes it so valuable. My father believed in managing the land, not just for what it could provide, but for what it could become. We have, so on the property, there's several different resources. We have a sand pit, which is pretty handy with the farm. So used for bedding, used for whatever, used for our own purposes, for the roads, whatnot. Just an example of one of the highlights of the property is that this sand pit exists on approximately 1,000 acres of managed forest. We also have a little sawmill, which I really enjoy. We're just learning how to use it, but we're having a lot of fun learning. So far, I've managed to build 2 new raised garden beds, but we're learning how to use it, and I think that's how you learn. We get to play a little bit, so that's nice. My father liked that kind of thing too. He liked playing around. I know I'm going to skip through it. I don't know if somebody wants to advance it for me. It's just, I'm not. There we go. Do you mind doing that? It just, I don't want to like get trigger happy here. So over the years, the woodlot has been actively managed with a long-term perspective. That means making thoughtful decisions about harvesting, regeneration, and maintaining the health of the forest. It's about balance, ensuring the land continues to provide while also protecting its ecological value. So try it. It skipped. We need to go back to. Yes, thank you. Go back. You should see a bridge if you go back. There we go. One of the things that has shaped this woodlot and shaped how I understand it today are the relationships my dad built over the years. He worked closely with foresters, contractors, and other woodlot owners, people who shared knowledge, challenged ideas, and helped him make thoughtful decisions. Fortunately, those relationships didn't end with him. And I can't see anybody. I'm not wearing my glasses. So if any of the people who I'm talking about right now, I'm not mentioning any names, are actually here, thank you. Many of those same people have continued to support me, answering questions, offering advice, listening to my hopes and fears, sharing the grief of losing a mentor, and probably helping me grow into a bigger pair of shoes. Do you want me to? See, it's not. It's toast. So if we go to relationships matter, is what slide should be up. So it's 2. It's okay, I kind of have it memorized, so I know where it's supposed to be on the slide. There we go. All right, now we can advance the slide. This is one of my favorites. I'm just waiting. Look at these kids. So that was a few years ago, and that's on one of the trails. That's my kids and one of my sister's 4 kids. There's kids everywhere. There are 11 grandchildren at Casa Frederick. Only 2 of them are mine. Okay, so we're on stewardship in action on the next slide. One of the clearest examples of stewardship in action is the development of the trail system. And this is, I love everything about the forest, but this is something that I enjoy. I'm not going to say the most, but thoroughly enjoy. What started as rough, uneven ground about 20 years ago has been carefully shaped into approximately 10 kilometers of trails connecting to woods roads throughout Castle Frederick Forest. We continue working on our goal to develop more accessible trails closer to the trailhead. There we go. This is our trailhead. We set that up so it looked like we were getting a lot of work done. But we did get a lot of work done. That was one of the trail work days with our volunteer group that we partner with, West Hants Trails Association. And most of the people that show up are all retired and have an incredible commitment and dedication to community work, which, you know, I don't think we thank people like that enough. So the process involves a lot of hands-on work, moving material, improving drainage, and making sure the trails will hold up over time. But it isn't just physical work. It also involves planning, collaboration, and thinking about how people would move through and experience the land. Wait, yeah, it's good. There we go. The goal was to create trails that allow people to access the forest without compromising its integrity. Today, those trails make it possible for people of all ages to enjoy the property in a meaningful way. Those are my two boys. They can't stay off the logs. And I can't either, really. Sometimes they have to help me down off of the logs, but that's okay too. Okay, next. You're wait. It should say community when we get there. There we go. This is a group, actually, there's a lot of guided group hikes that happen at Castle Frederick, and this is taken from one of the look-offs above the farm forest. And you can see, I mean, you may not be able to see here, but the view is of the Avon River all the way into Windsor and the mine space and beyond. It's quite impressive. You can see the entire river valley of the Avon River. One of the most rewarding parts of this work has been seeing how the community has connected with the land. Oh, back one. You get it to go back one?
Let's try.
No, that's okay. I would be like jamming way at the end of the slide, your slideshow. Through guided walks, group hikes, and local involvement with schools and community organizations, the forest has become a shared space. That's Roaring Brook. That's what we call it. And right now it is roaring. You can hear it from probably a kilometer away. Okay. Now we're at the Maple, the Sugar Shack. We have this down at the trailhead. And my brother-in-law, every year, he boils sap. And it's not for commercial purposes, it's just a family thing, but he also teaches at the local high school. And every year we have a group of students, like multiple groups of students throughout the year, really. But this one is pretty special because this is the international students that attend Avon View High School. There are people from Mexico, Korea, China, Japan, Brazil, and I forget how many others attended along with their host parents, host families. And this group comes out every year at this time to experience winter and to experience Mr. Potman's maple syrup making. It's a pretty fun time. So it's a place where people can learn, explore, and spend time outside together. In many ways, that's where the impact of stewardship really shows. Not just in the land, but in the people. Oh, back one. Thank you for doing that. Should have a picnic table on it. You can yell at me when it comes up. There it is, okay. Castle Frederick Forest also offers opportunities for people to spend extended time here. Simple places, like the cabin and camping areas, allow people to slow down and experience the forest more fully. It's not about luxury, obviously. It's about connection and about being present on the land. It's a busy spot. Where did all the people go? Are they all in the outhouse? I just threw that in because I think it's a funny slide. But this was a day we had a group of women who we went out on mountain bikes. This was a couple of years ago. We went on mountain bikes. We hiked. We did yoga in the forest. It was a really special day. And then we all crammed into the outhouse because it's bigger than it looks. I just really like that picture. I know. No, you're just telling me to get. You're done. There's only this one more slide. So this is me and Robin. So Robin is one of my sisters. And we're only a year and 27 days apart. So, I'm the oldest. And there are 4 of us. So we're the closest in age and likely the closest in relationship. And we balance each other out pretty well. And Robin worked with my dad in the office for quite a few years. She's also a teacher, which is why she was so patient with my father. And so Robin really helps me understand the office management side of things, sort of the history of the business in that regard. And she helps keep me kind of grounded and takes all my ridiculous ideas and pulls out 3 or 4 good ones. Reasonable ones. Being recognized as Woodland Owner of the Year is a meaningful honor. But more than that, it reflects a long-standing commitment to caring for the land in a thoughtful and responsible way. I know, and I think many of us know, how proud my father would be if he was here with us today. While I certainly enjoy being in the spotlight once in a while, you guys know that's true, I would have gladly played the role of Daddy's technical support just to hear him talk about Castle Frederick again with all of us today. So thank you. Thank you for letting me present that for him and my family. Here's how we were going to advertise this. So talk about timing, and my dad would get a kick out of this. If the event had been last year, as scheduled, I wouldn't be able to advertise it to somebody, to a room full of people. So May 30th, the Woodland Owner of the Year Award event is at our farm, Castle Frederick, on May 30th. And so I hope I can see some of you there.
Thanks very much.